Is the 7/7 portal real? For me, no. I'm an Aquarius and I just don't buy into anything that's trending or Hollywood or just super hyped. I believe in the importance. I personally do not buy into these portals. I also don't believe in the Gregorian calendar. It's man-made, and I just don't believe that these dates have the significance that we like to think that they do. However, I like to look at the history of where these portals might have come from. And the 7/7 portal is really marking when the sun is conjunct the brightest star in the sky, which is Sirius. Sirius represents fame, success, and wealth. Well, for us, that happened to be yesterday, 7/6. So if we focus on the date 7/7, we may miss our magical window. The history of this particular magical portal, back in Egypt, this was the start of the flooding of the Nile, the annual flooding of the Nile. Now it kind of marks off this dog days of summer when we kind of get into this really passionate energy. It's hot outside, but you do want to make sure you're channeling your energy in the right way. Obviously, too much passion, too much heat can lead you down the wrong path. Today on 7/7, though, we also do have the moon in Pisces, so it's kind of a good day to dream and just kind of go with the flow. We still have the sun in Cancer, so a lot of emotional energy happening in the sky. But we also today, 7/7, have Neptune moving backwards, going retrograde, Aries, and this is really asking us to get really clear on what our soul wants versus what our ego wants. Maybe your ego wants that big house and that big bank account and trophy wife, but your soul wants a cozy home and somebody loving and nurturing and something totally different than what society tells you should look for, right? Maybe you do want $1 million and to live in a mansion and a trophy wife, and you're settling for something that's not that. Like, there's neither one is wrong by any means. It's just a matter of what is true for your soul versus what is your ego pretending. Sometimes our ego will pretend that like money's not important, money doesn't mean anything to me, but our soul is like, yes, it does. So it's just a matter of really getting honest with what's true for you without judgment, because there is no judgment, good or bad. It just doesn't exist in this way. When it comes to your desires and your wants, we do have to remember that our heart is what connects us to source. And while I know modern Christianity and there's religious texts saying kind of ignore the desires of your heart, that's not what God intended for us. He intended for us to live out a human experience for him. And so our desires and our wants are valid. I think it's important to keep them in check, obviously not become greedy and lustful and all of these other things, but when you're honest from a soul's perspective, like, that's not really an issue. So with all of this energy happening, Neptune going backwards in Aries, it's breaking illusions of what society has told you to look for in love, relationships, money, life, and helping you really break down what's good for you. We also have Venus going conjunct the collective South Node in Virgo on Thursday, July 9th. I find this to be a fascinating transit, with both the Sun and Mercury being in Cancer, giving that kind of home lovey vibe, and then we have Venus moving out of Leo into Virgo, again conjunct the collective South Node. Our collective South Node is past life. It's where we are collectively clearing out karma. So this is really asking us to release perfectionism and release some of these karmic loops of overthinking, of not feeling good enough in love and money and life, and to release all of that. Pay attention to the details, but you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to have it all figured out. I will say, I think, one thing to be cautious of is people from your past coming back. I think starting relationships or business relationships or anything right now, it really is this really good, sweet, sexy energy that feels very romantic, but this is slow burn energy. This is really, let's take this slow to see if we're compatible, to see if we want the same things out of life, if we communicate in a healthy way, even if it's somebody that's come back. This is slow burn energy. This is really take it slow. You don't have to dive into anything crazy right now. Take it slow. It's okay to take relationships or business ideas, creative ideas, anything slow. My grandma used to always say, like, you're gonna get there at the same time whether you go fast or slow. So you might as well go slow. Take your time. because the premise is if you go fast, you're going to make mistakes. So go slow. Make sure that you're getting to know this person. You're reading through the details. You're reading through these business plans. It is okay to honor that truth in you, honor what you've been through, and trust that you're not going to go through that again. Saturn in Aries right now currently is really making sure that you move slow. Like, you're not even going to have an option to speed up if you wanted to. It's a matter of going slow, building brick by brick. And it's not necessarily, oh, I have to do all this hard work and I have to change. No, it's about building layers of foundation that are going to be sustainable to build upon, and not building things on sand or on fantasy. Now is the time to really, again, consider, is this relationship, is this business idea, is this creative idea, is this an illusion or is this fantasy? Time to ask yourself that. Again, with the moon in Pisces, it's a good day to meditate, relax, close your eyes for a few seconds and ask yourself. You don't always have to outsource to tarot cards or psychics or friends, family. Ask yourself, like, get into a meditative state where your body is fully relaxed, your arms are not crossed, your legs are not crossed, and just lay there and ask yourself, like, what do I want out of life, love, relationships, money? And let the answers come to you with no judgment. Like, that really, to me, is the most liberating piece. Is we are so scared of our own judgment because it's really, again, about being perceived by other people and maybe how we have judged other people. Stop doing that. Like, stop judging other people. We're all here on our very own unique journeys to learn very unique things, and we have unique skill sets, and we're all going to do things differently. And that is beautiful. But if you can honor that in somebody else, honor that in you too. Honor that it's okay just to be yourself and to take things slow and to figure it out. I don't care if you're 42, 22, 13, 62. Our little memories were erased when we were born, right? Like Men in Black, boop, boop, erased. So we are on this journey of how to connect back to source energy, how to connect back to source, and how to channel that energy, through us onto the planet. So it's okay if you have to take your time or go slow. If you're feeling that really sexy romantic energy, you feel like something's lingering, it probably is for you. But it's okay to go slow, get to know people. We don't have to make the same mistakes again. We don't have to project our worries and our traumas onto anybody else either. So taking your time really allows both parties, whether romantic or friends or business relationships, to really get to know each other and figure out if this is going to be a compatible fit. And then if it's not, you can honor and walk away respectively. But if we jump in too fast, and I've definitely done that before, it's just somebody's going to get burned. And this energy is really giving, you're going to get burned if you jump in too fast. So take your time, go slow. The 7/7 is not necessarily a magical portal, but we definitely are still in the magical portal window. The energy is potent. It feels good. It is romantic. It's loving. It's kind. Always give that energy to yourself first, like the oxygen mask. Give yourself love. Give yourself the love that God would give you. I think that, to me, has been a saving grace, is really seeing his love and compassion, and how that's for me too. As much as I know it's for everybody else, it's for me too. So I think that that is beautiful energy. Release perfectionism, release expectations, and take things slow. We are in a magical window portal right now, and anything can happen. Remember, possibilities are endless. Stay grounded,